and find out what your case could be worth.
Ready to take your travels to the next level? Fly Ontario International Airport with easy parking steps away from the terminal. Breeze through security to up to 90 daily nonstop flights to nearly 30 major destinations. And with ONT Plus, your friends can zip through TSA to meet you at any food or shopping location. No boarding pass required. Plenty of time to let the good times roll before taking off. Visit SoCalSoEasy.com to plan your summer getaway through ONT.
Introducing El Big Boxes, only at Del Taco. Try the $5, $7, and $9 boxes today.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Just hit an SUV right in front of it.
Right now at 3, a driver hits multiple cars on the 5 freeway during a chase. What the robbery suspect had to say to our Jonathan Gonzalez right after his arrest. Plus, a radical reinterpretation of the Constitution. President Trump's plan to get rid of guaranteed birthright citizenship goes before the Supreme Court, with the justices discussed. And Dodgers fans are lining up early for tonight's game to receive that, a Shohei Ohtani bobblehead. We're live with the excitement from fans.
The NBC4 News at 3 starts now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ann Sedano. Yes, take a look at this. We begin at 3 with that top story, that dangerous high-speed pursuit on the 5 freeway. Our News Chopper 4 was the first overhead just before noon, and our Jonathan Gonzalez was driving to cover a different story when he himself found out what was going on just a couple of miles behind the driver. He joins us live from the 10 freeway. Jonathan, as we were all watching this unfold, you were stuck in the middle of it along with all of the other drivers.
Oh, and what a chase it was, Annabelle. Honestly, first off, we want to confirm that the driver we just confirmed was wanted for a robbery out of the Bakersfield area. That driver made his way down the 5 freeway to the Santa Clarita area, and that is when CHP officers there in the Newhall division picked up this chase. Now, yes, we were in the Griffith Park area on a very different story, and suddenly we noticed on our NBCLA app that the chase was coming our direction. So we hopped in our news van, we started seeing the choppers overhead, and we actually hopped on the freeway, drove down the 5 and to the 10, chasing the chase, if you will. And afterwards, we followed it all the way to the end. We had a chance to speak to the driver.
Right now, this is coming down the 5 freeway.
The chase began just before noon in Santa Clarita. That's when CHP officers spotted a possible robbery suspect in a white Ford Expedition heading southbound on the 5 freeway at Magic Mountain. Speeds reached over 100 miles per hour as News Chopper 4 got overhead.
Fortunately, we don't have a lot of traffic right now on the southbound 5, but you can see this one black and white, this one CHP unit in hot pursuit.
The chase continued down the 5 through the San Fernando Valley. Soon after, we saw the LAPD airship trying to catch up with the chase over the Griffith Park area. That's when we hopped on the freeway half a mile behind officers. At that point, the driver began using the left shoulder to try to get around traffic, but hit several vehicles along the way.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Just hit an SUV right in front of it. Another white SUV still southbound on the 5. Look at that! Both cars still going.
Eventually, the driver made his way onto the 10 freeway heading west towards the 405.
I think it just hit yet another car. This is westbound on the 10.
Where he continued at high speeds and even using the shoulder. But this time, his front driver's side tire was clearly shredded, forcing the driver to pull over.
This pursuit, I think, is finally coming to an end.
Moments later, we caught up to the end of the chase on the 10 at National. Officers searched the man's car and the man himself.
Sir, do you have anything to say?
I would like to say that when I get in this car, I'll be replaced by another person.
Say it louder.
That when I get in this car, I'll be replaced as a person, another person. Another person is going to replace me. I'm going to get out.
And as we backtrack here along the 10 freeway, you know, it was a little bit difficult to hear exactly what the driver was trying to tell us. And I quote, he said, when I get in this car, I'll be replaced by another person. Another person is going to replace me. Obviously unclear exactly what he was trying to say to us. Meanwhile, again, the CHP confirming he was wanted for a robbery out of the Bakersfield area, and following this chase, he's likely to face numerous more charges. Reporting from the middle of the 10 freeway, I'm Jonathan Gonzalez. Annabelle, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Jonathan, well done. You and your photographer. Thank you for that. Our other top story, the Supreme Court heard arguments today on President Trump's plan to end a guarantee of birthright citizenship. Immigration advocates and migrant